The White House says the Taliban in Afghanistan have killed the mastermind thought to be behind a suicide bombing at Kabul airport in 2021. It came during the chaotic American withdrawal from the country as crowds packed the airport trying to flee the Taliban. Some 170 Afghans and 13 US troops were killed in the blast. Journalist Ali Latifi joins us from Kabul. White House officials have called this Taliban action significant. What more have you heard?
To be honest, there isn't really much coming out of Afghanistan from it. All of the news is coming out of Washington, and even that is very vague. All they said that is that it happened in early April and that it was a successful operation. So there really isn't much in terms of details about this alleged operation.
How unusual is it that the US has announced this killing, not the Taliban?
It's very unusual, but at the same time, it may have something to do with the fact that Joe Biden just announced his plan to once again run for U.S. president at a time when the vast majority of potential voters, something like 70%, don't want him to run again due to his advanced age and sort of the negative implications of his administration. So it may seem as sort of an easy win for them, to be able to say that, okay, because it's pretty much expected that, the Republicans will likely try and criticize him as much as possible about his, as you said, chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. And so he can say, oh, well, 13 U.S. soldiers were killed and somehow this worked out at least a little bit in the sense that we got some kind of vengeance.
And bring us up to date on the security situation in Afghanistan. What sort of threat does Islamic State still pose?
It still definitely poses a huge security threat to people in Afghanistan. And that's the issue, is that all of the security threats coming from these so-called Islamic State forces are towards the Afghan people. And again, what we're seeing is it's very similar to what was happening during the former Western-backed Islamic Republic, where, now the current Taliban-run Islamic Emirate will say that, we're defeating these so-called Daesh forces, we've knocked them out, where, they're powerless at this point, but then they will go and stage another attack. And so it's showing once again that, fighting some kind of an armed opposition or an insurgency or a terrorist group or however you want to define it is not very easy, even when you were a group that engaged in these activities yourself not so long ago.
Ali Latifi in Kabul for us. Thank you very much for talking to DW.
Thank you.